Good afternoon, everyone. It is day 3 of our takeaway giveaway week. I hope that you have been catching these on the replay. If you are not joining me each day live, we have 2 days left for the takeaway giveaway. Real quick rundown if you're just joining in today. Takeaway giveaway is my way of giving back to you for giving me your takeaways. So you can go to any post on the Facebook page. You can go to my blog over on the website, deanafarrell.com, and make a comment there. You could go to the YouTube channel, find a video that resonates with you, and make a comment there. And that enters you into my giveaway at the end of the week. On Saturday, I will announce who the winner is of the takeaway giveaway, and your takeaway gets you an entry into the giveaway. Each day, I've been coming to you with a focus tip and a tool or a resource to use. That's the giveaway. So by the end of the week, all of those things that I've been talking about all week in the focus tips are going to be the giveaway for that one person. So I do have something special for you today, is part of our tool, but I'll get to that in a second. So let's get to our focus tip for today. Today we're talking about you get what you focus on. So you have to be intentional of what you focus on. If you are always focused on the negative and the woe is me and I can't get this or this isn't happening, well, I tried that, but it didn't work. Those types of things, you're going to get much of the same, right? So today I want you to focus on the wins. Do you have a place that you record your wins? Um, and this is a little bit different than being grateful. Every day you should start with a grateful heart, without a doubt. I like to start off with 3 things that I'm grateful for. Usually in the morning, I'll jot down 2 things right off the bat that I'm grateful for. And then at the end of the day, when I wrap up my day and kind of close it out and assess how it went, I add another thing that I'm grateful for. And that's also where I record my wins for the day, or win if there's only one, and also my wines for the day. I learned this from a coach and a mentor years ago, about wins and wines, and I just love it. And I've integrated it into my everyday, so much so I actually put it in my favorite tool. And what I'm talking to you about today is the 30-day prioritize focus planner. This tool came, back in 2017 when I was challenged to basically make a time diary. Where am I spending my time? What am I spending my time on every single day? So for 7 days straight, I logged everything that I did every day. No judgment, no guilt. I let myself off the hook, not to judge myself if I sat down and watched TV and had a snack. If I spent a half an hour folding and doing laundry, I wrote that down. Cooking dinner, shopping, making my bed, shower and dress. How long did that take me? I also included productive things in my business, client calls, writing blog posts, scheduling posts and email campaigns, and things like that. What happened was, after 7 days of logging and making a time diary of exactly where I was spending my time, it actually helped me free up time. I know that sounds crazy, but it did. Here's why. Because I actually got to see how long each task and thing took me to do. So if I saw a blog post took me about an hour or so to write, edit, create the graphic, any connecting links, and publishing it, now I could schedule and block that time to write a blog post. So I could schedule my priorities in a way that I knew exactly how much time it was going to take me, including a rest break, having lunch and catching up or things like that. Now that was a game changer. So I started creating worksheets for each day. Each day was a printable, and it included my top 3 priorities for the day, an actual list from like 5 a.m. to I think 8 p.m. was what I ran it. And then I had a little box for today's win, today's wine, 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I started off printing out 7 sheets at a time, 1 for each day of the week. And then at the end of the week, I would assess myself. I was seeing so much productivity and focused intention and progress that I started printing them off 30 at a time. And I was putting them in clear report covers and carrying them around with me. See, I'm one that I loved planners, loved planners. And maybe you do too. And maybe you buy them because of the pretty covers. And it inspires you. And this is going to be the planner that is going to change your life and motivate you and change everything. But then it becomes nothing more than Groundhog Day, and you get bored after a couple weeks, right? Anyone? That was me. Well, these printable sheets that I was carrying around in report covers 30 days at a time, I'm like, there's something to this. And I started sharing with other people, and they're like, whoa, this is really cool. So I started printing out 30 days worth and putting them in clear report covers for clients and sharing it with them. And they loved it. Well, that's how the 30-day prioritized focus planner came into being. It started out for myself, then sharing it with clients, and then it became an actual thing. Why 30 days at a time? Well, because you get bored, or like I did, you got bored after a couple weeks and it became like Groundhog Day. And why was I carrying around a whole year's worth of plans and intention when I could barely get through 30 days at a time? So that's where this came into being. So I pulled this one off the shelf because I wanted to show you a little bit about how it works and how it ties into focusing on the wins and your little homework or task for today. So each planner comes with, and I pulled this one, this is from, and I just take a marker and put it on the cover. This one's January 2018. So in the very beginning, there is a blank calendar, and you'll see that I color coded mine and have all kinds of different tasks and things on there. Just looking at 30 days, marking down what I know is a given every single, day or week, or every Tuesday I do this, every Wednesday I do this, every Friday I have this, and just schedule it out so that you can see it in one spot, one snapshot, carry it with you. This is just for the month. Now we go to the day pages, right? So on one side, you have the time. And like I said, I did from like 5 a.m. to 9:30 at night. And this is where I block things and schedule what happened that day. And then the other side is my top 3 priorities for the day, 3 things that I'm grateful for, brain dump area, wins and wines, and then the next day's head start. So I grabbed this morning and I'm flipping through and I'm looking, and each planner also has a weekly review. So at the end of 7 days, this isn't Groundhog Day. At the end of 7 days, you are going to assess yourself. How did the week go? What would you do differently? What worked? What didn't work? See, we can't make progress if we don't assess how we're doing. If there's no scoreboard, how do you know that you're leading or winning, right? And that's what we're talking about today. Focus on the wins. Where are you winning, and where can you double down on that and repeat that? So every 7 days comes with a weekly assessment. How did you do? How is that going to work? And then at the end of the 30 days, there is an overall assessment for how the whole 30 days go. What would you do differently? What's carrying on? What's carrying over? So I pulled that from a couple years ago, and I started doing this about a year ago, because what happens? We do something, it's good, and then we forget, or we get stuck in this this rut of forgetting our wins. So I started at the end of every 30 days, which would be at the end of the planner. I would go back and just write down all of the wins that I recorded. Now, on this particular one, January 2018, there's 31 days in January. I had 46 wins. And what do I mean by wins? I went to the gym. I had client work. I went to the food store. I made dinner. I sent emails. I cleaned up the Christmas decorations. I worked on webinar slides. I had a visit with friends. I scheduled posts. I scheduled an oil change for my car. Like, these types of things are wins. I have other ones that I remember, like I fit into my jeans with the last 2 years that we've had. Listen, that is a win, right? So I want to share that with you, because that is something that you can do right now. And that's not, sorry, I'm so busy trying to do two things at once. I've since revised and updated the original version of this. It looks the same, but the inside pages are a little bit different. Now, you fill in the time. Not everybody gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You fill in the time. There's more room on the brain dump side of things. There is, at the end of each week, to assess how your week went, there's some notes pages. And new to this planner is you can also schedule your week ahead at a single glance, what you've got going on for the week. And then, so that's at the end of each weekly review, and then you still have the end of 30 days assessment. So if you want this tool, you can go to deanafarrell.com/planner. And especially for you today, if you type in the coupon code SPRING, you will get 10% off of a planner. Trying to make these short. I think that's enough for today. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to talk a little bit more about note cards and how you can use them to keep yourself focused and organized, and fun little tips there. But today is about focus on the wins. What are your wins? This is 30 days worth of wins. And when I'm feeling boo-hoo or down, or I'm not making any progress or whatever, I can pull out these little cards that I keep tucked into whatever month and year. Right up here, I would never make a good weather person because I can't figure out how to point. Oh, there we go. So those are all of my previous 30 days. Do I always use them every single month? No. Sometimes I'm in a good rhythm and I'm not using it. I have dry erase boards and project boards all over my office that are pretty big and bold that I use. But when I'm really feeling stuck or really need to get focused and hone in on what I'm doing and where I'm spending my time, 30 days at a time, this is exactly what I do to keep back on track. Even my college kid is liking them. She's like, Mom, I need some more planners, which I love to hear that, because a lot of people use them in different ways. I have homeschool moms that love using it for their kids to keep them on task 30 days at a time. I'd love to hear what you think. I have been long enough for you, but today's focus tip is focus on the wins. Start recording your wins. Even if you just get a little note card at the end of every day, write down what was a win today and keep track of that. You've got this. I know that I believe in you. I hope you believe in you. That's all I'm going to say about today. Thank you, and I will see you tomorrow with another tip and another tool. Don't forget to go to any of the places that you can find me and share your takeaway and get entered to win the giveaway that will be announced on Saturday. Thanks.